the kickoff.
The battle for the Lamar Hunt Trophy begins as we're underway in this AFC wildcard game.
Taken about 7 yards deep, and they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25.
They'll run. This is Melvin Gordon. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
A four-receiver look here. 3 out to the left, 1 to the right on 2nd and 8. Locke going to hand it off here to Gordon. And he'll take this up over the 40 to about the 41. Give him 3 yards, and now they're left needing a conversion here on 3rd and 6.
Brings up 3rd and 6.
Shotgun snap to Locke. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Kenny Vaccaro. And it's a huge return as he brings this all the way back down to the 15-yard line. Nobody ever wants the interception on the opening drive to happen, but when it happens in the playoffs, it feels like it's a bigger deal. What a rough start.
And how about these visitors? The defense just went right on the field and seized momentum. You know, almost like they're saying, okay, no one expects us to win this one. Let's go ahead and give them a shock early. Took the ball from the home team and put them in the hole.
Because this crowd, one of the best in the league, especially this time of year, it's going to be tough to take them out of it, but that's a heck of a start. On the tackle that time, Shelby Harris.
And this is why aggressive defense coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
On 2nd down, here's Henry. And power running here down to the 6-yard line. 8 yards on the run there, and that leaves him with 3rd and just a couple.
Okay, he didn't break that one all the way, but you got to know that he feels like he's right on the verge, and that's probably exactly what he's telling him in the huddle right now.
Third and 2, Tannehill. And it's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee. Corey Davis there to make the grab. And the Titans have taken a first-quarter lead. Things could just not have started any better for them. They get the turnover, the football right away, able to capitalize on offense for 6.
And we're talking about setting a tone in any game, right? The first points of a ball game. How about during the playoffs? Vitally important, and they've done that in this one.
Lutz good on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they start 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Well, it doesn't take any great analysis. No jokes, partner, okay? All right, on this one. But we just know that we're going to see this as the game moves forward. There's going to be 2 guys on him on just about every snap.
It's kind of a dare to throw his way, but they have to keep throwing his way.
The benefits could be great. You throw it to a great receiver, he could come down with it anyway.
Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Locke. And the Titan defense steps up here, and down he goes. Harold Landry. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him.
We said it before the game, and I think it's still apparent. If these guys are going to advance in these playoffs, they're going to have to wreak some havoc coming off the edge.
Yeah, wild card round. They told us the wild card could be that defensive pressure. They showed it there. So 3rd and long now for Locke and the Broncos following the sack. From the gun, it's Locke. Incomplete. He had his hands on it but couldn't pick it. But it's now 4th down.
Well, they've moved the ball okay here in these first 2 drives, but this one's going to, again, amount to nothing. They've got to start dialing up some plays that allow them to finish drives with points.
And here now the punter, Martin, booming this one away. On the return, Dortch. A 46-yard boot, but just 36 following a pretty decent return of 10 yards. And it'll be Titan football. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And they'll be looking to make this a 2-score advantage. Had the touchdown on their first drive, Charles. Hey, they can get up 2 scores here on the road. That's a heck of a start.
And not only have they thought about it, I wonder if they visualized it. I remember playing and they used to turn the lights out in our meeting room and run through a situation like this and say, just think about what it would be like to be up on the road and take the crowd out of it. Maybe they did some of that.
Now this one complete to Corey Davis. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. The drive starting with a 1st down, 11 yards on that pickup. Tannehill going to turn and give this to Henry. He'll get only a couple down to the 44.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Shotgun handoff to Henry. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
A nickel set defensively for the Broncos here on 3rd down. Tannehill now to throw. He gets it to Brown, complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30. His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a first down.
But I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
First down carry for Henry. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Tannehill with a play fake to Henry. He'll throw instead. And he can't hang on. That's definitely going to be one he wishes he had back. Incomplete in the end zone.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Out of the gun, Tannehill. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a first down. They'll fake it. Now Tannehill. Got a man, and it's taken in for a Titans touchdown. Jonnu Smith there to make the grab. And the Titans are able to extend their lead.
There's not much that's perfect in football, but that's about as close to it as you're going to get. Score, force a punt, score again.
And both drives were impressive. The opening drive was, that last one was. Now on the other side, though, what's your psyche? You're really behind the 8 ball.
You got to make sure to just hold in there. Survive the early storm, relax a little bit, and try and get back to your game plan. It's way too early for panic.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Lutz now to kick this one away. And a mile high air in full effect as that's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And the results for them have not been strong to this point. 2 drives have ended in a turnover and then a punt.
So would it be too snarky for me to say that they've shown improvement? Because you had two drives with turnovers. Now they punted it away, so at least they didn't turn it over. So that's good, right?
You're going to get some angry users reaching out to you on social media.
Well, I don't mean to be. I was actually looking for the positive. Silver lining, you know.
At the 39-yard line.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Fakes the give to Gordon. Now here's Locke to throw. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. And he will bring this all the way back out to midfield.
Well, it's a cold night, and whether you're a quarterback that wears a glove on his throwing hand or not, that ball is a rock, Brandon. You've got to really drive it through the cold and the wind, or it can take off on you. And that may have been what happened there.
On first down, it's Henry. Justin Simmons up from his safety spot to make the tackle.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
second down now. It's Henry. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
In order to play really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4, those 3 guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call the defensive ends, they're usually big, big people because they're going to have to eat up a lot of blockers because it's usually 5-on-3. And when they do their job well, guys who play on the inside, those inside linebackers, they're able to just roam and hit.
The Titans on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 9. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Throwing on 3rd down, Tannehill. And that's caught by Smith. And he will have a Titans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. His second catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a first down. Inside the 20 before he's brought down. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
I remember watching Derrick Henry come out of Alabama and sitting with some scouts, and one of the debate points with him was, while at Bama, how often did he have to deal with contact near the line of scrimmage? They were so good up front that he often got to the second level pretty easily. I think he's starting to answer those questions with runs like that. He's a physical guy.
Keep it with Henry on first down. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
They scored touchdowns on drives 1 and 2, and now they're trying to make it a perfect 3 for 3 to start. Here's Tannehill. And it's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee. 3 touchdown passes now for Ryan Tannehill. And the Titans find a way to stretch their lead. So simple math here in the first half. They've had 3 drives offensively, and they have scored every time, and they've got the lead.
Well, whenever we talk about adjustments, we usually talk about an offense making adjustments, right? This is all about the defense. They've got to figure out some way, somehow to slow them down. Do they blitz a little bit more? Do they play more zone coverage? Right now, they don't know where to go because they're hitting them in every direction.
And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be open. And Locke throws another one. It's intercepted. Picked by Kevin Byard.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
After the interception, here's Tannehill. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
I think we can all understand what they're thinking right now. They take over the ball in field goal range after the turnover, so they've got that in their hip pocket. But they've got to go for the end zone and turn this into a bigger points. Their thinking is a touchdown is really what they should get from starting here. Getting 3 points at the end of this drive, that would feel disappointing.
He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
In danger of squandering their great field position as they come up on a 3rd and 7. A shotgun snap for Tannehill. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. Bradley Chubb drops him for a loss of 14 yards, and it also brings up 4th down. Two minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs. Coming up at the half, we remind you that we're going to do what we've done all year. We'll get you down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. Coach will have the lowdown of what's going on here in this wild card weekend as we begin the road to the upcoming Super Bowl. And he's going to miss this one. That is no good. Well outside the left upright. And this score will stay right where it is.
And this is one of the risks you run when you attempt a long field goal. If you miss, the defense takes over at the spot of the placement. So now they've got a chance to get one more drive in before halftime.
Good starting position for the Broncos here as they come up 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. A good start to the drive here as that's caught out on the left side. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Throwing on 1st down is Locke. It's his running back, Melvin Gordon. They'll contain him to just 4, 2nd down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Letting one go deep for the end zone. Oh, he almost had it for the pick. A great chance there for the interception in the end zone. Instead, 3rd down. Again, they'll throw with Locke. Got a man, it's Judy, complete. And he's out of bounds, almost gets to the 10. First catch of this wild card game for a 1,000-yard receiver in the regular season. He's got a 1st down, too. So a challenge coming down from the booth, and that's where these challenges come from, of course, in the final 2 minutes of the half.
Yeah, now we're going to New York, right? That's command central for the officials. They'll talk, they'll take a look at it, communicate with the referee at the game site, and issue a final decision because they do have the final call now.
On 1st down, Locke. Flushed out right. And now he's going to use his legs. It's so close. He gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a 1st down. They'll look to run with Singletary. And he will take it in for a Bronco touchdown. Taking it in for a yard out. And the Broncos cut into that lead. The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. You remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was just scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, heading into the locker room. This hits it right there. Take that momentum, take that good feeling, and take it to the locker room, regroup, and start over. They got it here.
They did indeed, and a lot of football, full half to be played. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. You've got under a minute to go here until halftime. You got the good-sized lead. No need to do anything crazy.
No, there really is no need to do anything crazy. The smart play, go ahead and take your lead into the locker room and then try to add to it in the second half. But there's a part of me that looks at this and says, first half going my way, I have a little bit of a cushion. Let's go ahead and try and extend things. If you've got some good plays drawn up, you might want to think about them right here.
Draw play. This is Henry. And he'll just keep two hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. Once again, they'll keep it on the ground. And they will bottle him up behind the line, and now will they use a timeout? Now the Broncos will use their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. On is Kern, the punter, to send this one away. We'll call that a 43-yard punt, 2 on the return. And the Broncos take over, first down and 10. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Trying to defend the out route there, got the PI call.
And you know what's difficult about that one is sometimes you want to make the undercut move and go for the football, and other times just want to hang on the upfield shoulder and make the tackle. I think he got caught in between and created a foul.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up first and 10 at their own 42. Block working out of the gun. The left side caught by Diggs. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down. Operating from the gun. Lock. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
First and 10 at the 18-yard line.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. So we're at halftime of this AFC wildcard matchup. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Brandon McManus to kick off for Denver.
Both teams try to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the second half of this AFC wildcard game. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Fresh out of the locker room, they hit him with a gain of over 20. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Henry. And he's got it across midfield and into Denver territory. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
with Henry. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Play action, Tannehill. Smith catches left side. No gain there on the completion, 2nd and 10.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. Now it's Henry. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. Finds his man, Watson, over the middle. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down.
First down, Titans.
And the busy night for Henry continues. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
They'll run with Henry. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. On 2nd down, it's Henry, and he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. 4 yards on the play, and that leads to the 1st and goal.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
The deuce is wild here. 2nd down and 2 with just about 2 minutes on the clock. Trying to punch it in with Henry. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Titans are going to add on to their lead.
Look, we all know that sometimes we see upsets in the wild card round. But I have to tell you, in this case, I did not see that coming.
I don't think anyone in the stadium saw it coming. You and I were coming in before the game. There was a couple in front of us talking about travel plans for next weekend. They might want to cancel those.
Yeah, I would say so, because right now it's looking more and more like they're going to be one and done. They're probably trying to call the hotel and make sure they get their security deposit back.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Pressure comes, and the Titans able to bring him down. David Irving. Credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6. So 3rd and long now for Locke and the Broncos following the sack. From the gun, Locke. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked up by Dane Cruikshank. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line.
Well, it's 3rd and long, and you've got a few different ways to play it offensively. But this is not the type of offense that's going to wave the white flag. They're going to keep chucking it. And this time, it results in an interception.
A 20th carry now for Derrick Henry. Works his way inside the 30 on a pickup of 4.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Again, it's Henry. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 12 yards there and a 1st down. And we were down on the field watching Henry warm up before the game. He's a big man. No wonder he breaks those tackles.
And you remember what I told you when we were watching? It's not all pads. I mean, you get him out of pads and just see him in a regular suit or an outfit. He is a huge human being and a lot faster than what people know. And when he gets rolling, he's a lot to bring down.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Now Tannehill. And he's got it. And the Titans are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down. His way into the end zone for a touchdown. Derrick Henry, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Titans are able to extend their lead. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the number. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. But the bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
Will Lutz set to kick off.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They are most likely staring at a cold end to their season here in this wild card round. Nothing has gone right so far, and they are, to be frank, in desperation mode now as they begin with a 1st and 10. No gain on the play there, 2nd down. This run defense has been pretty stout all game long. Now you're here in the 4th quarter. Should rely more on the passing attack?
I don't think you have any choice, and I don't think you have to dress it up at all either. Throughout the first 3 quarters, you're still trying to convince the defense that you may run the football. That's out the window right now. Protect, let your quarterback operate, and try and find some targets in the open field downfield.
He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. The Broncos on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 7. Operating from the gun, Locke. And a good job defensively. They stop him short of the 1st at the 32. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down. Lock to throw for it on fourth. Open man, he completes it to Judy. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. But no reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on fourth.
At the 43-yard line.
So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 43. Shotgun snap to Lock. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. Throwing again. Lock. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
Lutz with the extra point, and the lead will swell by one more.
Will Lutz set to kick off.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 25-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And you can sort of sense their dejection. That last pick six put the icing on the cake, so to speak, in what has been a rough go for them. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
On 1st and 10, here's Locke. And now here is another interception. Picked off at the 25. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Here we go.
Defensively, they've had their way in this one. That pick six makes that scoreboard even more lopsided.
I remember talking with a guy in the league, and I said, what do you do when the game's like this? You know, it's pretty much over. You ready to go to the bench and hang out? He said, oh, heck no. I want to stay on the field. I might get some stats. I might get a pick or two.
You like being out there at the end of these wide margins.
When they have to throw it, that gives you more opportunities to go get it.
Lutz to try to add the PAT. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
49, Broncos 7. Will Lutz set to kick off.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Saying their fans here are stunned would be an understatement. Things in this wild card round have not gone according to plan. He's got it complete to Diggs, right side. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Back to the air on second down. It's Locke. Got a man, and he hits him in stride.
Oh, no, sir! No, sir!
And all
score. Stephon Diggs, 64 yards. And the Broncos get one score closer.
I think it's fair to say there's nothing that gets a crowd to its feet quite like a big play, and that was something special there. Boy, was he moving.
Well, in this league where coordinators worry so much about drawing up the right routes, blocking assignments, misdirections and stuff, they have these precise arrows and movements. Sometimes the best plays just come from the schoolyard where you look at your fastest guy and say, go long, go get it, big man.
And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
The Titans take over 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive.
And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. You know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.
At the 37-yard line.
Coming up on the final 2.5 minutes. And boy, has it been fun to watch this offense operate. Quite the display, and now they look to polish it off.
4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. They'll try and choose some clock with Henry. And he takes it past the 45 and down at the 46. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. This is Henry. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. Whistles now and a timeout. So defensively, they burn it here with 1:51 left. On 3rd down, Henry. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the 1st. Now the Broncos will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Brings up 4th down.
Here's Brett Kern now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. They'll send this away into the Rocky Mountain Night, and it's a good one. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and it'll be 1st and 10 Broncos from deep in their own territory. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waiting moments of this one. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. A 1st down there on a pickup of 25.
Well, this game is certainly pretty well over. They can go ahead and mark it in the win column. But as a defense, they don't want to get so soft now that everybody just throws the ball all over the place against them. gets big yardage, and puts points on the board. They have pride, too, on that side of the ball.
He was trying to find Noah Fant, the tight end, but it'll be second down.
This challenge was initiated by the guys in New York. Taking a look at the play, less than 2 minutes to go.
Yeah, I'm sure the coach wanted to challenge it, so he's probably going to send the New York office a holiday card. Block now on first down. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
A gain of 4. It's now second and
Now Lock again.
25 yards.
And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. That one good for 17 yards. And now they've got it first and goal. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game. They said beginning of the season they wanted to get past the wild card round. Well, they just got past the wild card round.
How about that, being able to put the big check marks up in the locker room, right? Yeah, get to the wild card game, check, got that done. Win a wild card game, big check. Now you've got to go ahead and set your sights higher. There is a bigger prize out there, and they still have an opportunity.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. From Denver, good night, everybody.